Hello everyone, and welcome to the beginning of a series called Every Little Thing Gets Done. And it begins with me taking out the trash. I suppose in some degree, this is in the spirit of life casting, those people who wear cameras on them, and I'm not going to do that. But taking out the trash is a symbolic beginning of this project. The type of reprehensible tasks in our lives that really just must get done in order to do the basic maintenance work of life, unless you are rich or can manipulate someone into doing it for you. But you shouldn't. You should take on the responsibilities of a semi-independent individual at some point in your life so that you have the skills. Now, I know many people have skipped over from that kind of baby stage to being taken care of by someone. And okay, that's fine. If you can manage that and pull it off and you are happy with yourself and you have sufficient self-love, then kudos to you. You have pulled off something. Found a loophole. And no one is really independent in life. These things go in phases, and even when you reach independence, you're still interdependent. You're not off the grid. You haven't stopped using electricity. You are always dependent on people. And it's really just a matter of details, a matter of degree, a matter of the subtlety and the nuance. So start by taking out the trash. It's symbolic because it clears things out. It empties your caches. And that is really a necessary thing to take next steps, because without space available, there's not space in your mind, space in your life, space of any kind to do the important steps that come next after taking out the trash. So, as people who follow me know, I will be moving very soon from this lovely mountain cottage that has served me very well in life. And I guess sometimes these videos will be standalone, like I'll publish them up. But one of the projects in Every Little Thing Gets Done is compensating for the fact that the iPhone video app does not have pause in recording like the Android one does. And even if it did, it's still kind of fragile. So it's trash day tomorrow. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out as much here in this shed as I can. I'll put that flashlight just facing up like that. Lean the phone maybe against the flashlight. Let you see a little bit of my work here as I do my thing. I hope I do. I have the contractor bags out here. Not really contractor bags this time. I got them at the supermarkets. They're just heavy-duty trash bags. So honestly, the job is just now to throw out as much as possible. Now that's an actual moving bag to protect things while moving. So that's something I'll throw in the car because I'll be using that a lot lately. And I guess it's a perfect example. I'm faced by sort of a chaos here, you know. This is what's left after having brought quite a bit over to storage already. And I believe in the 80-20 rule, as those who follow me certainly know by now. The 80-20 rule just asks you should start to plan your tasks. So when you're only 1/5 done, you could have stopped and still have won. And there's no example better than tonight, because I am perpetually torn between the concept of toiling away into the night. Have you not heard that toil is good? Those who toil get things done. And if you lose sleep, you get ahead. But on the other hand, you will hear that there's nothing more important to maintaining health and sanity and fresh ability to tackle each new day than getting a good night's sleep. So what do? Do you toil away into the night, or do you try and get that good night's sleep? Well, the answer, like with everything, is a little of this, a little of that. These things go in phases. I'll have to get a new phone holder. The old phone holder broke, so I'm always stuck sort of improvising here. But in a shed full of tool-like things, I see no reason why I cannot come up with something to lean against the phone and keep it held up that I can look at, but you don't need to look at. At least this way it doesn't have to be angled up and you can see the thing too. You won't see much. I'm gonna load stuff into the car that needs to be gotten rid of, but offered first because it's stupid. Why do I have this stuff? It's amazing what survives move after move, year after year. But some of it is stuff that the kid holds dear. So I will be making boxes for storage, things that go to storage. The 80-20 rule, right? So I've got all this luggage. I guess the luggage is going to stay there. And I got stuff up there. I got stuff everywhere, above, below, toolboxes. This is that overwhelming feeling. You know that overwhelmed feeling that blows away the 80-20 rule. When you're only 1/5 done, you could have stopped and still have won, but you're like facing stuff and you're paralyzed. So when that happens, you just have to think things through out loud. What are your goals? What are your priorities? You have to bring stuff out in passes that really make meaningful progress with compounding returns. Progress with compounding returns. So there's not enough time to sort through things in a way where you think through it logically and you hold each thing in your hand and you ask, does it bring me joy? Because a lot of it's the kids. They probably wouldn't even know if I got rid of it, but these things are deep parts of their childhood. So I'm not going to throw out stuff. They're just so important to me that I'm not going to make those assumptions. So what? So I'm paralyzed, just like, it makes sense to throw out a few things to just get stuff underway, to lighten the boxes by throwing out things that could not possibly, see, it's part of their childhood. You don't know. You want to give them a chance to look through it again. Some yes, some no. You got to make tough decisions, right? You do have to just make tough decisions. Some things are special and will be used again, and some things are not. The matter that matters most, right? So this will be a piece of matter that matters most, a little horse from Puerto Rico that they would push around, and that goes with a hobby horse. And so things start to categorize into special bits of matter that they should look at again, that you have distinct memories of them using, and they surely have distinct memories. They asked me not to throw this out, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, I won't throw it out, because think of all the properties of physics and probability that this, carries with it. It's a good lesson. So I will make a box of stuff that I will not throw out. In fact, I'm going to double up a box to make the good stuff thing here. That'll be stuff that I specifically direct the kid towards so that they can look through it and take joy in stuff they own. I will keep a sampling of these things, a sampling of the better, more intact ones, and I will get rid of a lot of the not so good, less intact ones. Oh, that's hard. So much of this is part of their life, and I want to bring back those memories. I don't want to purge those memories from their life. So it's harder than I thought. You see me torn. You see me struggling with practicing what I preach. These are things that go around your arms to turn you into a flying eagle. That's a special thing. I have great memories with that. But on the same token, we've got this blanket that's sort of getting cruddy. And why keep a blanket that's getting cruddy? And why not purge, instead of reaching and grabbing for the things that you know have the special meaning, reach in and grab for the things that you know are meaningless, that do not have the special meaning, and toss them. Toss them, toss them, toss them, toss them. They don't need this. They don't need this. And why am I even singling on her stuff? Well, it's because it's lots of small little things that are like that. And I got some tree stuff and some clothing stuff. Just don't overdo it. I'm only putting in the trash what I actually can and want to fit and throw out into the trash. So you do a pass in such a way that you don't grab the meaningful, the deep, meaningful. You know, what am I talking about? Well, little farm animal pigs, sparkly spiders. I mean, they do like that stuff, and they'll probably see this and go, "That's the one thing. That's the one thing." You have to beware of one thing syndrome. Everything will always be the one thing. So you got to step in and make, you know, kind of like powerful executive decisions and clear some space. Clear some space. You don't need old walkie-talkies because technology will be rapidly improving, but you do need this because it's relatively recent, this dog-faced box. I'm not getting rid of that. You know, this, I'm going to keep that because I remember talking about this doctor, you know, kid. And other little things, not so necessary. Anything from the wood Noah's Ark toy I'm keeping, I'm going to try and reassemble that wood Noah's Ark toy, including little steps from the ladder. And some things bad and some things good. The things you keep, you know you should. Make some of the hard decisions so they don't have to, but don't throw anything out that is meaningful and close to their hearts, and throw in some fun ones that, you know, will spark them. Now, still, huge violation of 80-20 rule going on here, but not so much. I'm going to transfer all the stuff that's getting in my way in this. The tree, what is that? That is a tightrope. We have a tightrope walking in our lives. And do a quick scan through this to make sure there's nothing really special here that I'm throwing out, and I've got it covered. And so I just halfway filled a trash bag and cleared out one of these plastic boxes. So now I can start staging stuff in there to carry over to storage, including their good favorite stuff. Wow. A life jacket for a baby? Do you keep that? The kid has their own $100 fancy life jacket from Dick's Sporting Goods store, and it matches their hair. The one you saw in the video of them on the river. Do I throw that out? Oh, it's useful to someone. You say you give it away, but you know, where do you find time to do that? If it was something you could do just sitting there at home or while working or whatever, you do it. But I guess gathering it up and putting it in boxes for drop-off boxes. So we'll do that. This rope is good. That's going to come handy. And stuff going to the car just for ease of moving. And so I guess this is the beginning of every little project gets done. I can't not do these things. This kite, It's a pop-out, wonderful folding tight, but yeah, demonstrates some good, the color of this video is wonderful. I'm going to put that in the box because it demonstrates stuff. Anything that I can work into their homeschooling and their education, I keep. So that's it for now for this installment of Every Little Thing Gets Done. But you're just going to see more and more of these tiny little videos roll out, which is just the stuff of life, everyday life. It's about the quadrillionth time I've moved in my life. And I'm the perpetual noob. I'm the perpetual person starting out in all things. So if you're starting out in life and you're looking what to do, you know, do I go to college, or after you're out of college, what do you do? And you're trying to align yourself to your vibe. I've kind of finally found my way to a thing I like, which is compatible with being anywhere in the world. And, you know, as long as I'm near my kid, helping them on their journey, that's one of the dear and important things to me. But everything else comes in a distant second. And I've turned myself into kind of an information age samurai warrior, or at least that's my image in my head, the vision I'm working towards. Because, of course, Linux, Python, Vim, and Git, you'll be able to get a job doing generic tech work, solving people's generic problems, but actually very specific, you know? That's the thing. You go from general to specific with incredible rapidity, dealing with the subtlety and nuance of going in and out of different fields and problem domains. So that's my gig these days. And, you know, I'm giving you a window to it and hope you enjoy. Thanks.